threat of Chinese military aggression growing, more and more Taiwanese citizens want to learn how to use a gun. Private companies are stepping into the market to provide military education.
One company is getting inspiration from all around the world using American, Chinese, and Taiwanese equipment to educate students. They've even hired a U.S. Army officer, as well as Taiwanese soldiers who have returned from a stint in Ukraine.
Helmet and bulletproof vest on, a student steps forward on command. They step into a narrow space, open fire on a target, and destroy the enemy fighters in less than 10 seconds. Shooting in a confined space is a popular class, as is the board with 9 holes training, where students learn to hit a target precisely under many different conditions.
We're
teaching military history education so that more citizens can understand the country as well as the equipment we use.
A private company offers these classes in the hope of spreading military knowledge among Taiwan's population. They use imitation weapons which are almost exactly the same weight as real guns and all kinds of equipment in their combat training classes. They also display samples of weaponry from the Taiwanese, Chinese and US armies, so students can learn to distinguish Taiwan's army from potential invaders. Finally, they teach military history and employ this retired US Army officer as a teacher.
What you can learn from US troops is both combat training and medical training. In that respect, in my own opinion, I think it's more useful because that gives also more time to train the troops and get them ready for potential fight.
Taiwan needs to join up with the training system of NATO because this is very important. The battles of the future will certainly be fought by alliances. There may be armies from other countries that might be fighting in Taiwan. You have to form an alliance. So in the same way, you need to connect up with foreign armies in your training. The army needs to train everyone more in how to handle an individual weapon, because in Ukraine at the start we were all using individual weapons. We were all trained in stingers and missiles. It's just that we don't know if the National Weapons Reserve is big enough. You can also train with virtual reality. We all had training of that kind.
These 2 Taiwanese soldiers volunteered to fight in the Ukraine war. Now they're contributing to the school too, in the hopes of building up Taiwan's preparedness to tackle an invasion.